Now, if you're somehow unaware of what this image in front of you is, it is a small part of the entire concept for a brand new Universal Studios theme park coming to the UK, specifically in Bedford, which, if you compare that to all the other locations of all the other Universal parks, is a questionable choice, but it's a perfect choice for them as it's not too far from London and also has very good transportation links. And they're going to be building this brand new theme park, as they already are, until 2031 when it should open. And last year in April, when this was fully announced, they showed to us that single concept art piece. And the main thing that drew a lot of people into that concept was the huge blue roller coaster on the left hand side, which seemed to be incredibly tall, but also had many inversions and fast switch tracks. And yes, as much as this entire piece of art and that one blue roller coaster might not be exactly what we're going to get at Universal Studios UK, but I'd imagine it will be quite similar, which is why I have gone about recreating the entire theme park before it's even been built from that one concept art, and it's been quite tricky, to say the least. And most recently, I really wanted to build that big blue roller coaster, and I did a lot of zooming in and researching on what this could be. And as it goes with everyone else's speculation, this appears to be a Back to the Future themed land and roller coaster, which if you somehow don't understand how I've managed to get to that conclusion, let me go into it for you now. So zooming on into that concept art, you can of course see this super tall roller coaster, a very weird looking train. It looks like silver and green almost. And behind it, this huge U-shaped area with a load of painted trees in the middle, and you really can't see any of the fronts of those buildings because they're all covered up, but what you can see is the two roofs at the bottom of the sort of area that we can see, and also that huge rectangular building as well, which the rest of this concept art is quite finely painted, but it appears the roof of that massive rectangle has a lot of squiggly lineness to it, which appears to me like they're hiding something. So with those roof shapes that we can see at the bottom and that huge building and the sort of greenery in the middle, it looks like a very similar location to Hill Valley in the Back to the Future franchise. And if you get clean images of the set / the actual location itself in the films, those two roofs line up. There's obviously a massive grass patch in the middle and a town hall at the back, which is probably what that square rectangle thing is. And with the coaster seeming to reach a very tall height looking at that support structure, you can kind of put two and two together and sort of start believing this coaster is going to launch to 88 miles an hour, and you're probably going to sit in a DeLorean, which would be so cool. So with that being said, and us knowing that that U-shaped area of buildings is Hill Valley from the Back to the Future films, and that we have the entire layout of what that coaster might look like, I then set about recreating that entire land with the coaster. And if you want to go and watch the build process for that, then you can go and watch those videos separately, link in top right. And once I had built everything that you can see on that concept art, I then obviously realized everything inside the building, I have free reign, all the control, because we don't know exactly what's going to be in there. So off camera, I have now designed the full indoor section that I think works quite well for a Back to the Future storyline, with a small recreation of the Twin Pines Mall that you see, and then heading back in time into that very sort of flat grassy land, which in my mind could tie in nicely if they literally stick a billboard that has the same Leon Estates, however you say it, when Marty McFly comes across that massive plain field where he's supposed to live because he's gone back in time. If they themed it in that respect, then I think they could get away with the less theming throughout the ride. Before you head into the brake run that goes through back into the building, sending you forwards, or I guess back to 1985 and back to Hill Valley as well. This was a really fun project to build, and I really can't wait to finish the rest of this park, although knowing me, they're going to change the concept art next year and then it'll be completely different. And from the POVs you're about to see, I want to know if you guys are looking forward to this potentially coming to the UK, and whether or not it might be one of the best roller coasters we have here. So yes, enjoy these various angles and POVs of this ride. Be sure to leave a like for more, and also subscribe so you don't miss future Universal Studios UK content, because I'm literally going to be covering this project as much as possible over the next 5 years, including within this recreation. Enjoy!
you.